over. Rain has stopped play. Tonight, New Zealand takes on Afghanistan. Geelong star Tom Hawkins is likely to miss the opening rounds of the 2023 season as he prepares to have a foot surgery this week. And Serena Williams is already hinting at a return to professional tennis a month after her emotional farewell at the US Open. The 41-year-old told a business conference she isn't retired and is just exploring opportunities off the court. But tennis great Todd Woodbridge says he can't see her making a comeback.
I still find that really hard to imagine that she would do that, to be honest. I mean, if she did, absolutely fantastic. It would be brilliant to still have her around the game. But it takes so much to be able to play at your very best.
Now the FIVEAA forecast, a shower or two this afternoon, showers tomorrow 18, Friday a possible shower 18 and Saturday a possible shower and a top of 19. Right now it's 16 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News Tonight.
Exclusive. See a brawl erupt on the footpath outside a suburban shopping centre. A father's outburst as 3 teens face court over a violent car break-in at Unley that left a mother and son with stab wounds. Budget shock. The grim warning on power prices. Plus, could lowering your blood pressure reduce your dementia risk? I'm Brenton Braglis. See the full story on 9 News tonight at 6.
G'day, what you looking at?
Shh. Be quiet.
Oh, what you looking at?
Oh, well, isn't it obvious? It's remarkable. The detail and finish of Michelangelo with the raw beauty of Monet. I've never seen anything like it.
I have. I've got one at home. Driving it every day.
What? What do you mean? That's ridiculous.
It's an exposed aggregate driveway. Beautiful.
All right, who's the artist?
Adelaide Exposed Concrete. Best on ground all year round.
G'day, it's Merv Hughes here. After years of snoring like a train, the missus sent me for a CPAP Direct sleep test. I'm sleeping quiet and waking up refreshed.
If your CPAP gear needs some TLC, bring it in to CPAP Direct this month for a free health check. Our clinicians will make sure everything is optimised to give you the best results. Book your appointment at cpap.com.au.
Find your local store at cpap.com.au.
A once-in-a-lifetime experience. The most emotional dance event of the year. The United Ukrainian Ballet in Swan Lake, the world's most loved ballet. Due to huge demand, new show just released. The Strictly Limited season opens Wednesday, November 9. Swan Lake at the Adelaide Festival Centre. Selling fast. Book today at Ticketek.
All adults have a right to live a life of dignity, autonomy and free of abuse or mistreatment, especially from people where there is a relationship of trust or a duty of care. If you are worried that you or someone you know is being abused or mistreated, you can contact the Adult Safeguarding Unit on 1800 372 310 for free confidential advice, support or information. Search SA Health Adult Safeguarding Unit for more information. A message from the Government of South Australia.
$13.95, Adelaide's FIVEAA. This is Leith Forest.
Well, it is sitting in for Jade Robberin this afternoon. Jade returning tomorrow. If you want to turn on your Facebook live stream, your YouTube live stream, you can do that right now and check out our live stream. Well, thanks to Foodland, the mighty South Aussies. Hopefully the camera will get off me and it'll get on Richard Pascoe.
Hello, welcome to Tech Talk.
FIVEAA Tech Talk with Richard Pascoe.
So you love a bit of TV time. I hate the cameras. I don't want them anywhere near my face. But you walk in and...
Always remember when Jeff Sunderland was alive.
Yep.
Every time I got mentioned on the news, or I was on Channel 7 News or Channel 9 News, Sunday would always message me and go, "You're going for the gold Logie, aren't you?" So,
this is why I got into radio, so no one saw my face. You should see people's faces when they realise who it is. So I went in today, State Shoes Repair. My Doc Martens blew out yesterday.
Oh.
So I dropped them in this morning and they listen all the time. And I told my name, I put my shoes in. And then he goes, "Oh, from the radio." And I said, yeah. And he goes, "Yeah." And it's like a level of disappointment as soon as they put it together. Anyway.
I always get when I roll up on people's doorsteps. I get people sometimes stand there and look at me. And they look me up and down and go, "You're bigger than I thought you'd be."
Yeah. I get that a little bit. What are you, 6'1"?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about 6. I had one, I hosted Sturt's Best and Fairest, and I said to one of the ladies, she said, "Oh, you're from the radio?" And I said, "Yeah." And my go-to line, because it normally gets a bit of a laugh, is I'll say, "Yeah, I'm really sorry about the face. Like, it's disappointing." And she goes, "Oh, that's all right." And then she moved on.
Oh, wow.
Harsh. Richard is here thanks to Harvey Norman Computers, your technology specialist. We love the work of Harvey Norman. 8223 0000. You know the drill. If you've got any tech questions for Richard, there is a fair bit to talk about. Richard, can I start first with Apple? Because you and I, as we both know, we are fanboys. We are drinking the iPhone and Apple Kool-Aid. There is a new downloading system, a new system, if you like, called Ventura.
Ventura Highway.
Called Ventura.
Ventura Boulevard.
Called Ventura.
Did you see the body, Ventura?
Is it good? Are we liking it?
So far, yes. Okay. One of the things I do like about it is, and one of the big things, it's got two things. Stage Manager, so you can go along. You always use multiple windows, don't you?
Yes.
You can now flick them all over to the left-hand side and just swap between all of them, which is good. But the other thing I really do like, Leith, is that now you can set it off so you can bring your iPhone close to your Mac and use it as your webcam.
Is that right? I haven't done that yet.
So do that tonight. That's a bit of homework for, because we know that the cameras on the iPhones far better than any camera you're going to get on a laptop.
This camera's so good, I'm thinking now, because I've got the new iPhone, I'm thinking now of selling my SLR. I don't think I need it anymore, because the zoom and the macro on this
superb
is amazing, isn't it?
It is. And we can pretty well say, you know, apologies if you've just gone out and bought an SLR, but I think the whole industry is in great trouble. It's got to give you a reason to buy one of those cameras.
Yeah.
And these improve every single year.
Well, it's like every device that now comes out, it just destroys another industry. So all of a sudden, Kodak and the film, gone. We don't need that now. Digital photos.
Well, Panasonic came out and said they're no more point-and-shoot cameras.
Yeah.
Nikon, no more point-and-shoot cameras.
Do you know what we noticed? Ella got a new bed the other night. It's got a charging port in it.
Yeah.
And it's got a built-in light. And I was thinking, you know what? Beds are now going to destroy the lamp industry, because you're going to say, you know what? Do I really need a side table when I've got this on my bed? And she puts her phone behind her pillow and it charges her phone. So again, now the people that make iPhone chargers and phone chargers, they'll be out of business too.
You can get little tables and it's already, you just drop it on the table, already built in.
It's amazing. Any Catalina type issues with Ventura Boulevard?
Well, we have, you and I have a bit of a common theme here, don't we, with a program called Audacity.
Yes. Anyone who edits audio will know Audacity.
So I was re-editing some audio this morning and wanted to export as an MP3. Wouldn't do it. And I mucked around for about half an hour. You have to actually highlight, if you click inside the audio, then you can export it.
Right.
But you must click inside the audio, Leith.
Oh, because Catalina, that sultress, she completely butchered it for everyone.
Yeah, you blind panic from you, wasn't there, on the phone call to me?
Oh, my Lord. Conversations with Corns. You got 42 minutes of audio I need to get on air in a second, and I can't get any of it because it just wouldn't open.
Click inside, highlights the whole thing, then you can export it.
Well done, Ventura.
Ventura Boulevard.
We are happy with you. Steve at Kilkenny's got the first question for you about Apple Macs. Go ahead, Steve.
How you going?
Good, Steve.
That's good. My daughter's got an Apple Mac. It's about 4 years old, right? And it's just about at the end of the life. Do I refurbish it or do I just buy a new one?
Why do you say 4 years old's not the end of the line, Steve?
Isn't it?
No.
Okay.
So have you actually done all the updates on there, Steve?
Yep, done all the updates, but she says it's just running slow. Could it be that she's just got too much, pardon my French, crap information on there?
Steve, what I do is I back everything up.
Yep.
And reload the operating system on there, Steve.
Okay.
All right, that'd be the simple way to do it.
Thank you very much.
4 years old, nothing wrong with it, Steve.
Good on you, Steve. That's a great question, though. I have this too because I've got a lot of old products now at home. What do you do with them? What do I do with a really old iMac?
Wipe it and make sure it's recycled.
And just bin it. Like, there's no money value anywhere?
No, a lot of them, no.
Okay.
You can actually now, there is, you can actually put you can put the Chrome operating system on them.
Okay.
If they're really old,
I'm talking 15 years old.
Yeah, you can actually. You can, little USB stick,
Yep.
reboot it into that. It'll wipe everything on there, but it's going to put the Google Chrome operating system on there.
Okay.
It's a great way to get some life in old products. You can do the same for Windows. I've written about it on my site. I'll remember the name of it in a moment.
What about my old iPhones and the Nanos and the iPods and stuff? Are they just, is it now just landfill?
Gone to God.
Landfill?
Mate, yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, recycle them. Take them in and recycle them.
Okay.
If it's a couple of years old, you might get a couple of dollars for it.
Yeah.
I always try and sell things, but when it gets really, really old...
Is there anyone on Gumtree buying an old iPod Nano? Probably not.
Probably not.
They were good for the time. Remember
They were.
the circle thing you turned around? And
yeah, I've got one.
yeah, everyone just used. See, the phone just destroying. They're destroying their own industry now. Like that was
It's all
an Apple
because it
product.
is. It's true. Yeah.
Just another thing on Ventura too. You can unsend messages.
As you can now on the new 16.1 on there, so you can. And I've had people are starting to do it. You know, somebody sent me a message the other day. How do we do this? And that's 2 minutes later. No, figured it out. All good. Thanks.
But unless they've updated to 16.01 or 16.1, it doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, you've got to be in the 16s to do this.
I may have texted an inappropriate joke to a group of family members, and then I thought, all good, I'll just unsend.
Yeah.
Turns out that doesn't work.
No.
If you haven't got that. So there's a tip for young players. Christina from Golfview Heights, you got a question for Richard?
Yes, I have. My husband's phone is not accepting messages as from today. Don't know what's caused it. I did change the password on our Google account, so I'm not sure whether that's got something to do with it or not. But he can send messages, but he can't get any in.
Who's he with as a telco?
TPG.
TPG. And he's logged into his Google account?
Well, he can get it. He can get his emails and everything like that from Google.
Yeah. And but is he using the Google Messages app?
Oh, I don't know. This is the Messages app that was on the phone.
Yeah, so there's a Google Messages app, and he might have updated it, but if he's been signed out of Google, check his Google settings first, Christina.
How do you do that?
So go to the phone, log in, and make sure that he hasn't been signed out in the account section on the phone.
Okay, I'm not that savvy with all this stuff, so...
You might wait. Give me a ring later. You might give me a ring tomorrow or later on today, and I might be able to step you through it.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I can do that. Yep, no worries.
Thank you, Christina. We'll put you back to Tammy. Grab the details. If you've got a question for Richard, 8223 0000. More questions after the break. Before we do, budget. You would have been watching last night. What does it do from a tech point of view?
We're spending a bit of money on there. So the Office of the Australian Information Commissioner is receiving $5.5 million over 2 years to investigate and respond to the Optus data breach. It's a bit late, isn't it?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah.
That horse is bolted.
I think so. $12.6 million over 4 years to combat scams and online fraud. Funding includes $9.9 million to the ACCC for initial work on the establishment of the National Anti-Scam Centre, which I don't think will work.
So Kunzi was telling me the other day he had one where he was literally waiting for something and a text message came through and it was exactly what he was doing. So he clicked on it and then it was something and then he realised within 2 seconds, rang the bank, cancelled the card.
If you've ordered
Easy
something,
like that.
if you've ordered through Amazon, you go to the Amazon app and it'll tell you how it's coming. If you order through eBay, it will tell you how it's coming. If you order through anybody else, that will tell you how it's coming. And that's what you should be aware of, not going, I've got a text message on there, I'm just going to blindly click away.
Yeah, no, that's what he did. And we were talking about how easy it is for people because it was so believable.
It is.
Now, luckily, he got on straight away, but other people who don't know.
Yeah.
Medibank Private too, I think, another breach too. There's breaches everywhere.
If you're on Medibank Private, or Medibank and the associated companies, you're in a lot of trouble. I've just put up on my website right now 4 ways to stay protected. So make sure we've got multi-factor authentication turned on, which means you give them your mobile phone number, and that's across emails, banks, social media, Google, Apple, Microsoft. Don't disclose personal information if somebody rings you up, because they've got all the information out. So they can say, Leith, this is your date of birth, this is where you live, there's some digits from your credit card, we need to look at this. And you've got to go, no, we don't need to look at this, hang up, and then ring the particular agency.
I don't want to condone violence, But you want to smack people when you read Facebook posts where someone puts up, what was the name of your childhood pet? And then you see thousands of people go, oh, it was Rusty.
Yeah.
Or what street did you live in? Do you remember your old home address? And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yes.
This is literally, these are the password questions most of us use in some way, shape or form.
But everything's out there now, Leith.
And everyone thinks, oh,
with
this
Medibank,
is fun. Oh,
Optus,
oh, my Lord.
You know.
More with Richard Pascoe, Adelaide Tech Guy, to come. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman Computers, your technology specialist.
You want to shut out the wind and rain in winter, or the sun, flies and mozzies in summer, but you don't want to sacrifice your view? Then you need Phantom Screens. For protection from sun, wind and rain all year round, Phantom's SA-made outdoor motorised blinds can span up to 12 metres wide. They offer effortless automation, a blind that's there 1 minute and gone the next. From the hills to the coast and everywhere in between, choose Phantom Screens. Get inspired online at phantomscreens.com.au.
Ever since I got a plan on the NBN, I felt more connected to my grandkids.
Yeah, me and Granddad have been doing lots of great stuff together online.
Like video calling and sharing our photos and dance practice videos.
Next, we plan on doing an online dance challenge.
Online? Perfect. The whole family can see us dance together.
NBN is made for more meaningful connections. NBN, made for more. Your experience may vary depending on factors such as your NBN technology, internet provider, your plan and equipment.
Well, we all need purpose in our lives when it comes to disability support. Lutheran Disability Services believe in empowering people. They help them build a life of purpose. Whether it's for yourself or a loved one, the disability support system can be tough to navigate. So tomorrow, John Van Ruth, who is the CEO of Lutheran Disability Services, will be right here in 5AA to help. We have our interactive lounge between 2:30 and 3:30. John will happily answer your questions and offer his expert advice. Independence, individuality, they're crucial for empowering adults living with a disability to live their best lives. Now, LDS provides safe accommodation, independent living support, and they help participants connecting with their community. So tomorrow you can tune in and meet the Lutheran Disability Services team at the Disability, Ageing and Lifestyle Expo this Friday and Saturday at the showgrounds. You can just search Lutheran Disability Services Adelaide for more details.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding as we present to you Australia's national dish, the chicken schnitzel. Please remain standing as it's just $7.99 a 4-pack at Aldi. Aldi. Good. Different.
Ladies, is the need to wee all the time making your life a misery? Caruso's Wee Less to the rescue. Caruso's Wee Less relieves the annoying and inconvenient feeling that you need to go to the bathroom too often and supports bladder health and function. So if your need to wee all the time is getting in the way of enjoying life, try Caruso's Wee Less today. Caruso's Wee Less is made in Australia, comes with a money-back guarantee and is available from leading pharmacies and health food stores. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Who can fix the shower?
Service today.
Who can fix the power?
Service today.
Yes, we can, is what we say. Service today.
From emergency plumbing to electrical and heating and cooling, no matter what size job you need, at Service Today, the answer will always be yes, we can. It's Service Today guaranteed, or it's free.
Can you fix the shower?
Yes, we can.
Can you fix the power?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can, is what we say. Service Today.
Look out for our bright yellow trucks.
Leith Forest on 1395, Adelaide's 5AA.
Here with the Adelaide Tech Guy, Richard Pascoe. Greg has texted in from the State Shoe Repairs. Fulham Gardens, my shoes are ready.
Shoes are ready.
Happy with that.
A big cheerio to Richard at Ideal on Hutt, who takes care of all my shoes.
I showed you the sole of my shoe, it just blew out.
Yeah.
Darren from Coromandel Valley got a question for Richard Pascoe.
Hi, Darren.
Yeah, hi, Richard. Hi, guys. Yeah, Richard, I tried to ring you yesterday, but I understand flat chat. My wife started to do some remote typing for my daughter's medical practice recently. So I bought a laptop monitor and the $300 office thing.
Yeah.
Well, I set it up, but I'm useless. But the email system, Outlook, just loses emails, they just disappear. So,
who's your provider, Darren?
Telstra.
And did you set it up as an IMAP account or a POP account?
this is where I need your help.
Yeah, Darren, we'll put you back to Tammy, all right? And I think I'll give you a call and arrange a time.
I always see that pop. I have no idea what that. It's a bit like the old calculators that had sin cos tan. You know, they do something.
So pop is, I get all my email from the post office and I put it on my computer, and so nothing's at the post office.
Right.
IMAP is, I get a copy of what's at the post office and put it on my computer, but there's still a copy left at the post office.
Right.
Delete from my computer, deletes from the post office.
Yeah, delete them both. Dave at Redwood Park, you got a question for Richard?
Yeah, Richard. So if you turn on two-factor authentication,
yes,
and given that scammers are now spoofing mobile phone numbers,
yep,
is there a possibility of a scammer getting my messages from my two-factor authentication?
No, because the number that is actually dialing you, Dave, is another number which is pretending to be that number which is not real.
Okay.
Does that make
sense?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I often thought about that you know, they're pretty ingenious with
and
spoofing
Dave,
numbers.
you can also put authenticator apps on there as well, and we'll talk about that one day. That there is, so you can have the text message or an authenticator app on your mobile phone.
Excellent. Thanks,
Right, thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. To channel my inner namesake, Forrest Gump, I'm not a smart man. I can't tell you how many times I've failed that identification, you know, like click the box that is a traffic light, and I go click, click.
We all have, Leith.
Oh, my Lord.
Yes.
I'm like, what other box do you want me to tick?
Show all the boxes with the bicycles.
Yeah.
And
I'm
where?
like, what are you
and it's a
doing?
fuzzy photo. It's not sharp.
Yeah, I'm like, does it include the poll? Because I'm doing as many as I can, and I keep failing that. Robin's in the port. Got a question for Richard, Robin.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Robin.
I've got an email from Microsoft account team that says unusual sign-in activity, and it's in my junk mail. The website is noreply@microsoft.com. Is that legit?
So,
I haven't clicked on it yet.
Good, that's fine. So, one, do you have an account with Microsoft?
Yes, email, Hotmail, yep.
Hotmail. So, log on to your Microsoft account. Don't worry about the email. Log into your Microsoft account and make sure everything is fine in that. Ignore the email.
I'm in my Microsoft account.
Have you turned on all the security settings?
Yeah, everything's there, but it was just because it came into the junk mail. I thought, should I click on it? I just thought, I didn't know the address. It says no reply at Microsoft.com. That looks like it's
It looks is normally from Microsoft, Robin.
okay. I'll click on it and.
But have a good look around. Make sure you got all the security turned on, Robin. All right.
So it's from Russia, Moscow.
Well, then it's not
address.
from Microsoft. So yes.
No, it's got sign-in details, unusual sign-in activity. Sign-in details
That's
are country,
Robin.
Russia, Moscow.
Yep. So you need to go along and secure your account. You haven't got everything turned on.
Okay, all right, that's
All
what
right.
I'll do.
Change your
All right, I just
password as
wanted
well.
Before I clicked on it, I thought, oh, you might know what that web address is. Is it legit? So anyway, I've done
All
it
right.
now. So.
Good on you, Robin.
Thanks, Robin.
Thank you for that. If people want to get in touch with you, Richard, how do they do that?
Head over to adelaidetechguide.com.au.
When are you on air next?
I'll be on air this Saturday between 2 and 5 this weekend.
We look forward to that. I don't want to kick you out, but I have to because royalty is waiting. The Queen Anne Wills is about to walk in, so you're out.
I'm out.
Lovely to see you as always. We'll be tuning into your show on the weekend. And, of course, people can contact you if you want to come over to the house and deal with all the personal stuff. Well done on the new iPhone. Well done on Ventura. Anne Wills, royalty, next.
Join Rowey and Timmy G live from 4 p.m. this Thursday, October 27th at the Harvey Norman Clearance Centre, Marion. Come on down and see how huge this place really is. Hundreds of square metres of electrical, flooring, bedding, furniture and so much more. Plus, there'll be lots of prizes to be won, including 36ers tickets. So come and see Rowey and Timmy G live from 4 p.m. at Harvey Norman Clearance Centre, 919 Marion Road, Marion. Or watch on the FIVEAA live stream.
Top of the list? First pick, numero uno. If you've been dreaming of choosing a new Mazda, Mawson Lakes Mazda want to give you preferential treatment. New stock has arrived, and right now you can take first pick of the Mazda range and lock in an amazing deal. Get behind the wheel of your dream Mazda sooner. See the new stock available for delivery now. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city.
Have you been wanting to try Arbor Vitae? Well, now is the perfect time. Arbor Vitae's online-only sale is now on. For 1 week only, get up to 25% off. Already stocked up on Arbor Vitae? How about getting in early for Christmas presents for the family or for yourself? Arbor Vitae sales are rare, so don't miss out. Head to arborvitae.com.au. That's arborvitae.com.au for 25% off.
If you need a window, and not just anything will do, just call Statesman Windows. Factory direct to you.
Nobody beats Statesman Windows, not on quality and certainly not on service. Windows, sliding doors, bifolds and more, made right here in Adelaide, factory direct to you. For windows when and where you want them, call Statesman Windows, states.com.au.
Windows when and where you want them. Windows when and where you want them.
Every day, Respirico Scooter World helps South Australians to sleep better, breathe easier and stay mobile. For decades, the team behind Respirico Scooter World have made the world a more accessible place. From CPAP machines and oxygen equipment to scooters, Respirico Scooter World helps improve accessibility and quality of life. If something's up with your sleep or you want to get around easier, visit Respirico Scooter World or request a mobile visit. For all your sleep, respiratory and mobility needs, respirico.com.au.
Cha Time, Australia's most innovative bubble tea outlet, serving a delicious range of freshly brewed iced tea bursting with flavour, fun and fragrance. Visit Cha Time at Westfield Marion Shopping Centre, located in the food court from 9:30am Monday to Saturday and 11am for Sunday's Cha Time. Discover Cha Time's delicious range of customisable teas from milky, fruity, frozen or fresh. Select ice and sugar levels, then finish with mix-ins. Create your own thirst tea or explore our ready-made signature drink range inspired by Cha Time fan faves. Visit chartime.com.au.
Barnacle Bill, serving South Australia with quality cooked seafood for over 50 years. Each order is freshly prepared using the finest quality seafood. Sumptuous prawns, calamari, mouth-watering butterfish and chips with Barnacle Bill's own tartare sauce. From a snack pack for one, crew pack for four or for the whole family. Come in and see why Barnacle Bill has been serving South Australia quality seafood for over 50 years.
Fresh from the sea, he's gotta be Barnacle Bill.
This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good afternoon, I'm Michaela Kamarik. Inflation has hit its highest level in more than 30 years, putting pressure on the Reserve Bank to raise interest rates even further. 3 teenagers aged 13, 14 and 15 have been arrested after a young boy and his mother were stabbed at Unley on Sunday morning. It's hoped a new Australian study will determine how much plastic is inside our bodies and the effect it's having on our health. And Geelong AFL Premiership hero Tom Hawkins is undergoing foot surgery, which could rule him out of the early rounds of 2023. A shower or two this afternoon, currently at 16 degrees. More news at 4 o'clock in As It Happens on 5AA.
Leith Forest, talking Adelaide on 1395 5AA.
28 minutes of 4. Always love seeing my next guest. Always love speaking to my next guest as I sit in for Jade. It is a treat. And we had a little bit of fun going into the break because she is royalty. She's entertainment royalty. She lights up a room like no other. And I'm not just talking about her sparkly specs. The lovely, the delightful, the icon Ann Wills is here. Always great to see you. Look at you.
Lovely to see you, Lee.
You look $1 million.
Yeah, that's all green and crinkly.
No, you're like Benjamin Button. You're aging backwards.
No, well, I do drink formaldehyde. That makes a big difference.
That's right. No, you look great. And
Thank
it's always nice to speak to you, and it's even better when it's for a great cause and a great reason.
Yes.
Before we get on to that, how are you? What's going on in your world?
Well, look, I'm still here, and I'm almost 80 now, Sonny.
Really?
Well, not really, but last year I could legitimately say I'm 70 plus GST, but I'm now one more than that.
You haven't had any work Dolly Parton style.
No, I haven't got bras big enough. You mean on my face?
You look 80. Like you look
No, I'm not 80. I'm 78.
Well, 78, but you haven't, I mean this in all sincerity, you don't age.
Try not to. Well, look, I'm very lucky that my mother had fabulous skin and looked young, and I think I've grown into my mum. luckily I'm not a size 20. I'm only a size 16.
You are not.
But, so I don't know. Who knows? It's Adelaide water that keeps you going.
But you sparkle, like you got nice jewellery, you've got, like the glasses look amazing.
I've got my work clothes on today.
See, look at the radio now. This is the live stream, Facebook and YouTube, thanks to Foodland. So people can now see, imagine that back in the, imagine the Bob Francis days.
I can hear them saying she's still alive.
No, but look how good you look.
Oh, hello, darling.
Yeah. Do you know, I always think though.
Which camera am I? Am I on? Am I on?
You would be on, let me work this out for Pro Brooklyn. You would be the camera 4 right over there. In
that
the corner.
One.
There you go, look straight down.
Hello. I'd like to send a cheerio to everybody that's ever said hello to me.
You would know this better than most. Every time I think of these cameras, I think, could you imagine if Bob Francis was here? The kind of shenanigans that he used to get up to in the studio.
I kind of think he would probably have them turned off.
No doubt.
Yes,
no doubt.
I don't think he would let anything happen, leaving it to happenstance. Is that the word?
I heard all these stories of the mischief that they used to get up to in the old days, like him and Neil Humphreys.
Oh, you're talking like they were royalty too, weren't they? I love it. Yeah, but we're not allowed to do stuff like that anymore.
Not.
We've got to be very proper now.
Yeah, very.
And I don't know how to do that.
Like trying to put each other off while they're doing live broadcasts.
I know.
Body parts and cutting off ties and setting people on fire.
It was worse on television.
Yeah, that's right.
And on telly you had to maintain that nothing was happening on the other side of the camera. But,
keep the facade. That's amazing.
And Creasy was the worst at that.
Was he?
Yeah, he would. One time I'm doing the weather very nicely, I thought, and I'm writing on my glass map with today was 77. This is when we had Fahrenheit. Mm-hmm. And I looked down on the floor in front of the camera, and there was Kevin Crease on the floor with both of my earrings that had been making a lot of noise. I had to take them off. They were bells hanging out of his nostrils. And
wow.
I had to disinfect them, and I don't think I ever wore them again.
See, I only know Kevin Crease as the straight newsman. It's a bit because of my age and generation. I only know Leon Biner as the man who fixes problems with the ombudsman. I never knew about Professor Remlap and all of those characters.
Yeah, that was the good thing about Creasy. He had such a great sense of humour that, you could not fault his news reading, except that he would look gorgeous with his tie and his shirt and his jacket.
Oh, business up top, party down the... Oh, shorts or...
Sometimes not shorts, just budgie smugglers.
Really?
Yes. I hate to admit it, but yes. It was very off-putting when you're trying to do the weather, and my map was only about 6 feet away from his desk. So, yeah.
And there's Kevin Crease just in a pair of jocks. Wow. See, this is why you got to go to any night that Anne is appearing at, because you'll get these kind of stories.
I do tell all those stories.
I love those stories.
Yes.
The South Australian film industry will celebrate a centenary milestone with a Hollywood-style event to remember. You're hosting.
It's the Movie Ball. Now, you see, 100 years ago, in 1922, I was there for it.
That's right.
They had the first movie ball, and the people like the governor came, and the premier was there.
Yep.
It was a huge to-do, and 800 people at the good old Palais Royal. I think it was Palais Royal.
Yeah, Palais Royal Ballroom on North Terrace.
Which I think is now a block of units. And so then every year from that time, they would have the movie ball. And the movie ball used to also raise money for things like the Children's Foundation, Medical Foundation, stuff like that. And the Provident Fund, which is going towards helping out people who've been in the industry, like the pioneers, cinema pioneers. If somebody dies and haven't got enough money for the funeral, they do stuff like that. Paul Bosenko's in charge of the money. So, Paul, I'm putting my thing in now just in case. Because I'm nearly 80.
Right.
So
but you think about that, the cinema industry workers who might be doing it a little tough, all the joy and love that they've given us over the years, it's a chance to give back and still have a great night at the same time.
Absolutely. And, the thing is that movies, thankfully, they've been my escapism all my life. As much as I love entertaining live, and when I was on television and stuff like that, I do love my movies. You know, I love being in a cinema and having that experience. And so this year, it's because it's 100. It's sort of like it's not like the old-fashioned balls where people would come along and you'd do the foursome reel or the all those funny dances or the minuets and things like that. No, it's a party. It's rather like a party. And this year it's down at the beautiful Stanford Grand Inn at Glenelg.
Nice.
I know. Beautiful ballroom there.
Beautiful ballroom. And what a lineup. So your good self, you'll be on the microphone there hosting. The man from Snowy River.
Yes.
Tom Burlinson.
He's a fabulous person.
Amazing singer too.
I know.
Yeah, who knew?
None of us knew. I mean, when I met him 40 years ago when he was the man from Snow, and I think I actually proposed to him because I was a
good-looking dude.
As you know, I do that too.
Yeah.
Because stupidly, a couple have said yes. Fool me.
Yeah,
it costs me money.
I know. Your William Shatner story is
Oh, no, we're not going to go
greatest.
into that here. No,
It is
that's
the
all right.
greatest.
I didn't ask him to marry me, though.
No.
But
it's a bit like Michael Crawford. Like, who knew Frank Spencer could sing like that? Who knew Tom Burlinson could croon like this?
Well, and especially when Nancy Sinatra, who was putting together the young stories of young Frank Sinatra, and happened to hear one of his tapes. And if you close your eyes, he does sound like
he does.
Frank Sinatra, So he's going to be special guest. He's not going to do a full concert, but he is going to do some
excellent
stuff. We'll be talking to him.
I see you got Lucky Seven going, the dancing group Swing That Thing as well. So real fun party night.
Yeah.
The people that can attend, not just people in the industry, but anyone, I guess, who loves movies too and wants to give back.
Well, it's not often we get to have a sort of a party night. Bookings close tomorrow.
Okay.
So if you are interested in coming along, it's $120. It's a 3-course meal. There's all that entertainment. I think you buy your own drinks. That's the only thing. And bookings are at trybooking.com /events list/movie ball. You'll find it.
Just Google
Try Booking.
Movie Ball, Try Booking, and you will find it. I think it's even a 3-course meal and drinks package, which will be something.
The drinks when you get there, there'll be a glass of champagne. But I think as the night goes on and you want to get a bit sloshed.
Look at all of the greats. I mean, you're hosting this year. You're a great. Bob has hosted it, the great Bob Francis. And all the legends of the industry. John Dean, Steve McNally, who's a good man.
Yes.
Loves a Larry shirt.
Yes.
John Vincent.
Yes.
Limo. You've had it all around the place, from the Palais Royal to Burnside Town Hall, the Dompolsky Centre, the Hilton, the Hendon Studios. So
Entertainment Centre once was when Limo compared it. I think that was 2006. And the special guest that night was somebody that we hadn't ever met before called Kenny. The wonderful Shane Jacobson.
Yeah.
But he came in
as Kenny.
Yeah. And sadly, the film had not started, so we really...
No one knew.
Do
you know, I interviewed him once.
Yes.
Same deal. He came in as Kenny and I said, "Hey, Shane, nice to meet you." And he goes, "Shane, my name's Kenny." And I went, he was in character.
He
the whole
stayed
time.
in character all night in the dirty old overalls.
Cleaning the toilets.
And I thought, this is very sad when we didn't have the film as our reference, to find out what he was all about. So he was telling us about what he does for a living at the movie ball. So,
Bill Collins has attended.
Yes.
John Michael Hollywoodhausen.
Yes. I know. There was a photograph in the paper on Monday. Yeah, was that? Yeah, Monday.
Yes.
I'm old now. I've lost track of time. And it was me sitting on John Michael Hausen's lap.
He's a legend.
He is a legend.
Yeah.
He's still alive, I believe.
Might have to get him on for conversations. He would be a good convo.
Yes, but you'd need 3 days.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't take breath.
Okay. We did John Laws. He's on next week.
Oh, yeah. Lawsy, I adore him.
87, Lawsy.
Oh,
still
I don't think he's married. Maybe, could you put a word in for me?
I will. He's still
Tell
living
him
at the...
I'm not married anymore, and so...
Yeah, okay. He's only got 5 cars. Lives at Woolloomooloo, right on the wharf.
Yes,
yeah, okay.
yes.
I'll put a good word in for you.
He was so lovely to work with when we did Beauty and the Beast. He was our beast, and we were the sort of beauties. And when I first met him, and I said, "Hi, I'm Wilsey," and he wouldn't shake my hand, and he said, "Nobody's a Wilsey."
Oh.
But that was just to see what reaction I had. So I said, "And how many Logies have you got?"
Yeah, he's an icon of the industry, as are you. So we want everyone. So the event is coming up very soon, the 100th anniversary. It's going to be some sort of night.
It's Thursday the 3rd of November, which is
Thursday the 3rd of November. Stanford Grand Glenelg. Great fun night. Wilsey, Tom Burlinson, bands, fun, great food, great entertainment. Just look up Movie Ball.
Well, just try booking. It's
Try booking.
TRY booking. Try booking, one word. And thanks to John Cronin,
Yes.
because he and his committee put this together, because we haven't had it for a couple of years because of COVID. And so he is just, John is really...
He's a good man.
Oh, he's
a great
a
man.
legend.
He is a legend.
He is a legend, and he does look a little bit like dun 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 Chicken Man.
He does look like.
Or was that Dom? I can't
Dom
remember.
DeLuise. Do you know, just before you go, you were busy. You couldn't do it for some reason. I got the call up to host the Friday the 13th show at the Capri. The Rocky Horror.
Rocky Horror.
You were away.
Yes.
What a night that is.
Isn't it?
Who would think that many people would come out at midnight dressed like Frankenfurter?
Well,
it was
Bob
a fun
Parr
night.
started that.
Yeah.
You know, at the good old Chelsea.
I've never seen so much flesh at midnight.
I know.
It was like the cinema was quiet, 11:30, 11:45, and then all of a sudden, full theatre.
Yes.
Frankenfurters and meatloaves and...
Well, Bob Parr used to do it at the Chelsea, I think, every Friday night. And I used to threaten myself that I will go to it. But it was midnight start.
Yes.
And I'm not good, you know.
Throwing rice and it was crazy event.
Is it toasts? And I don't know what they do.
And only, like, movies can do that. You're not doing that at any other venue.
And, you know, it's an Aussie
Yeah.
film, you know, the guy that wrote it. And, you know, he was in it. Skinny, whatever his name was, the guy
What was his name?
Oh golly, I don't know.
Oh,
Richard, somebody that wrote it. But anyway, it's a classic.
It is a classic.
After all,
it's always a good night. Look out for it next time.
So how long are you filling in?
Just today.
Oh,
I know. But it's all right. I'll be back on another time. We'll get you on. You know what you got to do. Phil Sims is about to walk in from Roban, home of the Fruit Rocks and the Violet Crumble. Might have a new treat for you on the way through. So just.
Oh, I have words. I'll ask him.
Speak to Phil.
Yeah.
Speak to Phil.
Lovely to see you, Lee.
You too. You are always the greatest. Look down the camera. Just give us a little.
Bye, everybody.
The great Ann Wills, SA Film Industry, celebrating 100 years with their Hollywood-style event. Get your tickets. It will be a great night.
This year, together with Adelaide Exposed Concrete, we're hitting the fairways for 5AA's All-Star Golf Day. Featuring your favourite 5AA presenters and some sporting superstars, it'll be an unmissable day out on Monday the 31st of October at the stunning Glenelg Golf Club. For more information and booking info, visit 5AA.com.au. With thanks to Cancer Council. Join Cancer Council's Ultimate Golf Challenge, the longest day this December. Register now and tee off for a cancer-free future at longestday.org.au.
Hey Rick, it's Chris from Automasters. Just thought I'd give you a quick rundown on some of the things on the car.
Now you can see what we see.
Just want to show you two little things on the CX-5.
AutoCam.
So this is the air filter out of your car.
Real-time video sent direct to you from your Automasters technician.
It's not actually the wheel bearing. What it is, the handbrake's integrated into the calipers.
See any issue firsthand. How good. Real-time reporting with instant SMS approval. Call 1300 Automasters. Great service guaranteed.
Like shocks shooting through your body.
That's how some people describe their shingles pain. Shingles is caused by the reactivation of the chickenpox virus. While most people recover fully, up to 25% may experience long-term complications.
I had to cancel all my plans and struggled to work.
Up to 1 in 3 people risk developing shingles in their lifetime.
If you're 50 or over, don't let shingles affect your plans.
Talk to your doctor for more information. Individual symptoms may vary. Sponsored by GlaxoSmithKline Australia, Melbourne.
This week's specials at Foodland. Connoisseur ice cream 1 litre. A cool half-price special, just $6. Nescafe Blend 43 500 grams. Roasting value, only $16. And Cold Power Laundry Liquid 1.8 to 2 litres. Good clean value for half price, just $10.50. Till November 1st while stocks last.
Great food lives here, Foodland. The mighty South Aussies, yeah.
Shane Lynch was just 13 when his parents found dirty magazines under his bed. I mean, they were filthy, covered in concrete, dust and muck. Copies of Dreamy Driveways and Concrete Connoisseur. This fetish later gave birth to Adelaide Exposed Concrete, highly skilled professionals dedicated to pouring perfect concrete paths, sheds and exposed aggregate driveways. AdelaideExposedConcrete.com.au. Best on ground all year round.
The AHASA Awards were held recently, and the team at Najobi would like to congratulate all of the nominees and winners, especially the restaurants and hotels that use their Najobi beef, the grass-fed, locally and ethically grown beef, pork and lamb. Najobi meat has won multiple awards, so if you're looking to add a little extra class and quality to your dish at home, try some. Order online from najobi.com.au or visit us at Adelaide Farmers Market every Sunday.
What if I told you skipping today's coffee run gives you the chance to win a Toyota Corolla Hybrid? Just $2 gets you in the People's Choice Community Lottery Early Bird Draw. Get your tickets today at communitylottery.com.au. T's and C's apply. SA Lottery Licence Number M14289.
AutoCam.
So this is the air filter out of your car.
Real-time video sent direct to you from your Automasters technician.
It's not actually the wheel bearing. What it is, the handbrake.
AutoCam. Real-time reporting with instant SMS approval. Call 1300 Automasters.
$13.95. Adelaide's FIVEAA. This is Leith Forest.
11 minutes to 4, sitting in for Jade Robran from one icon to another. So Ann Wills comes out, Phil Sims, Robin comes in. Always lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Lee.
I was saying during the break, it's funny. So I get the call this morning. Jade's unavailable to be on the show today, so can you fill in? Yep, of course, love to. It's always fun to do it. Serendipity would be that last night I'm watching the social media channels and Polly Love, one of your great workers there at Robin, she puts up a post of the new Violet Crumble choc honeycomb custard the day before I get to fill in and we can talk about it because it's right in my wheelhouse of things that I love. So it's just worked in perfectly.
It's great timing.
So thank you for coming in. When did it come out?
Oh, literally this week. In fact, I raced around 5 supermarkets to get some because they're all out of stock.
Yeah.
They're all going to be back in stock probably tomorrow. But it's so the press release has just happened. Lots of stuff happening on socials about it right now. And it's a great collaboration with really, Paul's is such an iconic name around custard, creamy custard, and of course teaming with Violet Crumble, and it's a beautiful honeycomb taste.
Because you're always looking to branch out, aren't you? You're always looking for different collaborations. So the idea, it makes sense. People love custard. People love Violet Crumble. Of course they go together.
Well, you're going down a different aisle of a supermarket to be able to buy Violet Crumble, and so it's, there is a marketing element to it about obviously spreading the brand across and certainly into other occasions or other formats, and of course, Paul's get the use, I suppose, in respect to an iconic Australian brand in a honeycomb flavour, which is what they wanted to do.
So it's 170 grams. We're on the live stream now, thanks to Foodland, the Mighty South Aussies. You'll be able to buy it in all of your Foodlands too, so people can see it now. I think we're seeing the shop behind your head. Brooklyn's doing a good job here on the cameras, or on this one, Brooklyn, if you want to go in. So that's available now. Are you surprised at how, when you bought Violet Crumble, are you surprised at how amazingly popular? Because we know fruit chocks, that's your bread and butter and everyone loves that. But are you amazed at how it's just taken off with all of your collaborations, from the milk to the different size Violet Crumbles to things like this?
Yeah, look, we knew we were buying an iconic brand, but there hadn't been a lot of investment in it for probably 20 years, and so it was unloved. If you put some love back into it, what could it do? How could it respond? And so we firstly brought back into a number of formats like cubes, the shareable bags and so forth that people remember. And then it was about then thinking, well, okay, is there an ability to move the brand across into other food categories? That has been, it kicked off with the Golden Gate Time Violet Crumble ice cream, which is an iconic ice cream. We thought, wow, how much more can be achieved here? How many other companies are interested to share with us in respect to the brand? And so here's an example. So it's been a wonderful ride in about 5 years.
I talk about this every time you come in. I was lucky enough once to get the tour, so I know kind of how it works.
Yeah.
Are you putting more people on? Are you increasing size? How are you making? Because at Easter time, you've got new ranges of, Violet Crumble rabbits, for example. You've got the caramel Violet Crumbles as well. How are you fitting it all in?
Yeah, so we're 24-hour production now, so that's essentially across 5 days. We'll move into weekends if we have to. So that's very much, it was not 24 hours a day back when we bought the brand. So certainly that has assisted enormously as far as extra distribution, extra formats that we do. As far as these sorts of collaborations, we're not a dairy company, so that's where we're working with partners to come out with a dairy product.
So you can just sort of, how do the collaborations come about? Do you ring them? Do they ring you?
Or a partner in between. So there's experts who work in this space. So and it can come a number of different ways. It's really who's got the idea and who's got the initiative.
So great. All right, let's have a quick taste test. I'm not going to eat it all because I've got to do the sports show after this. And this is good. So does it have? Because I was telling people today you were coming in. Does it have chunks? No chunks.
No chunks.
All right.
No.
Just the flavour of.
So it's inspired.
Tammy, did you wash these spoons? Thank you. All right. Oh, how good is that?
Get that hit straight away, don't you?
How good
honeycomb.
is that? So this is the violet crumble inspired choc honeycomb custard with Paul's with Robin. Oh, that is good. It's not too big and it's not too small.
No.
So you don't want to, you don't want to have to go, oh God, I got to have two.
No.
Or you don't waste. There's no food wastage at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, that's beautiful, isn't it? How else is everything else going? I notice, some of the flavours of the fruit chocks are coming back.
Yeah. We've so this year has been strawberry fruit chocks is back.
Yep.
So that's been the big push, but that's backed by popular demand. Raspberry violet crumble. So that's I've got a couple of those.
Yes.
For you, Leith. So there's the raspberry. Thank you. There you go, and there's the strawberry fruit chocks.
Oh my! Do you know? People think I do this just for me, but you've seen what it's like. Like flies to a chip around here. Like you wait till Rowey comes in and Sam and Tammy's all over them. Like a beautiful. Thank you for that. To Christmas time, does it crank up? Do you do different?
So we've got pop-up shops at a number of shopping centres coming up for Christmas with a whole bunch of gifting that we do. Our own shops are busy. Obviously, our value customers are all busy with our stuff. So yeah, it's a busy period. Absolutely.
Do you need staff? I think I've read that
it's challenging.
So if there's people that might want to help out, best to get in touch with your grandkids that might.
Absolutely. Look at our website. You can, as far as careers, the careers page. Absolutely, we're looking for great people to come on board and join us. How's your Tanunda store?
I see that wall.
Yes.
On socials every day. Like it's a feature of the town. People go in and go, right, I've got to see this. The Great Wall of Fruit Chocks inside, which is amazing, and you can watch the making of, go on the outside, and the street art, if you like.
Yeah, the street art. We've got an egg spinner in there, so we sort of can make Easter eggs there. We've got personalised depositing, so you can get your name on there, Leith, or your favourite sporting team, or whatever, or if you're getting married, all that sort of stuff, and we do that right in front of people. So all that's happening in the main street of Tanunda.
Look at this growth you've had, like in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
There's a lot going on.
You just took a large breath there. What's the other thing? Oh, I'll ask you one question. Oh.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. What
so that's an example of another collaboration.
Yeah.
So Espresso Martini. So with a great company who's doing terrific things, FIVEAA, available online, sold out within a couple of weeks, and we hear that they'll be back for do another one before Christmas.
So you can make the espresso martini at home yourself with the violet crumble taste?
No, it's all
packaged ready to go.
Yeah, no, it's the real deal.
Wow. Tell I'm a non-drinker. So where do you buy those?
So that's online through the FIVEAA website. That's how they market, and they're really, they've got a very strong following, very much on trend.
Well done. It's always great to see you. I'm going to ask one question, then I've got to go. Polywaffle.
Yes.
Any update?
It's progressing. I know you've heard that before. It is progressing. It's an important project. It's on the way.
That's all you need to say. Just give us a little glimmer, just a little tease, It's always great to have you. Thank you for coming. Good luck with the collaboration. So available in all good supermarkets: Paul's Violet Crumble, the Choc Honeycomb Custard, and of course the returning of the strawberry flavoured fruit chocks. You got the raspberry flavoured twist. Great Christmas gifts idea. Always lovely to see you, Phil. Thanks for coming in. The great Phil Sims from Robin. Buy those at all of your local independent supermarkets. Just before we go, Adelaide Exposed Concrete, FIVEAA Business of the Week. If you want a beautiful exposed aggregate driveway, it has to be Adelaide Exposed Concrete. They're best on ground all year round.
Aldi has a lamb leg roast, an Aussie lamb leg roast for only $16.99. Aldi. Good. Different.
Do you want